Hi there, welcome back to another episode of Hero Times, where we break down the latest news of all of our favorite CW superhero shows. My name is Cody Hasselbring, in partnership with Yang Motion Pictures. We're going to be talking today about all 4 superhero shows. I have actually caught up on all 4 of them. Now, let's start with Supergirl. Obviously, Tyler Hoechlin is going to be playing the part of Superman. And as far as I know, it's only going to be 2 episodes. And evidently, the reason why the producers of Supergirl wanted to choose him was because they've been a big fan of his acting for a very long time. He is going to have the personality of 2 mixed characters. One of them is going to be Christopher Reeve, and the other one is going to be the Superman from the animated TV series. So he's going to have more of a, I guess, animated, excuse the pun, but animated personality, so it's not going to be all dark, and he is not to be compared with Henry Cavill's character and the characteristic similarities. So, with that being said, we also have Lena Luthor joining the cast. And she is going to be trying to reestablish Luthor Corp for force of good. She's going to be trying to get Luthor Corp out of the darkness that Lex has put it in, and because Lex actually went incarceration in the storyline, so she is definitely going to be trying to do some good working with Kara. We're also going to have a new character. At the end of season 1, we had a pod unexpectedly hit just outside of Kara's house. We've all been wondering who is in that pod, because she opens it up and leaves on a cliffhanger. Oh my God! Turns out to be Mon-El. His real name is, well, his Earth name is Lar Grant. But basically his backstory is he's from a different planet. The planet, it's kind of similar to Krypton. And it's Daxam. Now this guy is, obviously, he got sent to Krypton to help them out. But Jor-El was like, nope, you gotta leave. This planet's about to explode. Here's Earth. Go for Earth. So he ends up going to Earth, and in the storyline, or in the comics history, he basically teams up with Superboy, and he realizes, well, I've got the same powers as you guys got. So with that being said, he thinks he is Kryptonian. So that was a pretty interesting storyline for that. And in this show, he's also thinking he's Kryptonian, so that's why he is called Mon-El, because he thinks he's part of the House of El. So we also have another new character, which I am pretty excited for. If you've ever seen Young Justice, the animated series, you know that one of the key characters was McGann. She is the daughter of the Martian Manhunter. She is going to be introduced into Supergirl Season 2. McGann, I don't know who's playing her, but she is going to be a white Martian portraying a green Martian. So that's going to be really, really interesting. So we got all these new heroes and these new villains, and Supergirl has got a new, I guess you'd say, newspaper editor. It's not Kat, but it's a new one trying to be like a Lex Luthor to her. So Kat's still going to be there, played by Callista Flockhart, but she's not going to be a series regular. She's only going to be there every once in a while. With that being said, we have the next show, Arrow. Now, to the Arrowverse, the end of season 4 was basically everyone disbanded. Laurel Lance, we found out, was the one that was in that grave, because I remember during the season, CW kept on doing commercials of who is in the grave. And we all know that Felicity ended up getting shot and paralyzed, and then she ended up getting a little microchip in her spine that made her be able to walk again. So at the end of the season, pretty much everyone disbanded. So we have Felicity's dad returning as the Calculator, I'm assuming. But he's going to be returning. He's going to have reoccurring roles. We also have Roy Harper, who fills in for Speedy. And he's going to probably be a fill-in of the Green Arrow, but she's also going to be in there as a regular. She's going to, because Oliver got elected as the mayor. So with that, she's going to be helping him out, because from what I've seen, Oliver is not a very good mayor. So they're going to go ahead and have her there helping him out, sort of like Felicity was helping out with Queen Industries. We also have Evelyn Sharp, which if you remember her from season 4, Evelyn Sharp is someone who's trying to be like the Black Canary after Laura Lance died. She will be taking on the role of the archer known as Artemis. She was also on Young Justice. We have Katie Cassidy playing Black Canary, but she will not be on Arrow. She'll be on the other shows. So it's probably going to be with the whole timeline thing, which we'll talk about in a minute. David Ramsey is going to be a regular for the most part. We have Malcolm Merlin going to be back because obviously he hasn't died yet. So with all that, we have a Dark Archer. He is going to be called Prometheus. He is going to be the main big bad guy in Arrow. So it's really interesting to see how all that plays out, especially with the alternate timeline going. And the great thing about Arrow Season 5 that I'm really looking forward to is the fact that Oliver is going to go ahead and recruit all these new people from the previous seasons who were trying to follow in Oliver's the Arrow's footsteps. Now these people are going to be doing that again, but this time because the original team disbanded, Felicity's still going to be a regular, definitely. Is she going to be with Oliver? Not at the beginning. She's going to have a new boyfriend. But they're going to be basically doing what the Avengers did, which I know is totally off topic, but that's what they're going to do. They're going to recruit new people. That being said, we have the next show, Legends of Tomorrow, Season 2. Wentworth Miller, one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite actors, is going to be reprising his role as Captain Cold. He is going to, however, not be a series regular on Legends because he's going to be going between The Flash and Legends. We also have Sierra Renee. She's not going to be there very often because this whole storyline for Legends of Season 1 was basically Hawkman and Hawkgirl and Vandal Savage trying to destroy the two. They've been living for centuries, even before Christ, hence the BC. But she's not going to be on very often as they have no longer a need for that storyline. What they're going to do instead is they're going to add new characters. They're going to have a male that's in his 20s or 30s, and evidently is going to be Nick Zano, Steel/Citizen Steel. He's going to be the hero. We also have the Reverse Flash. We have Malcolm Merlin. And as if you didn't already hate him already, we have Damien Dark reprising his role. So all that's going to be in the Legends. Obviously, they're going to be going back in time. And we also have Vixen, not played by the same woman who was on Arrow Season 4, but she is going to be doing the same thing, helping everyone out. And with Nick Zano, it's going to be a man who got his father had powers in World War II, and he's trying to develop his own powers. He actually has powers. And with Rex Tyler coming up as the Hour Man from the Justice League of America, that's going to be also helping out too, because obviously the Justice League of America is going to have great influence. Now with Legends, obviously Rip is not going to be the captain. He's not going to be the big head honcho. But they're going to be not necessarily going back in time to go find somebody. They screwed up time itself because they got rid of the Time Masters and they got rid of the actual ball, I want to say, that controls the timeline. So what they're going to do is going back in time and trying to fix history that they screwed up themselves, trying to find Vandal Savage. That being said, we're going to meet Hitler. CW's version of Hitler, which will be very interesting because obviously everybody hates Hitler. And we're also going to be seeing the White Canary, played by Katie Lutz, trying to go up against Damien Dark. That's going to be interesting as well. Now for our last show, this show is going to be the game changer for all 4 shows. I've touched point a lot on The Flash, but one thing I have not really said too much about The Flash is the impact it's going to have on the show itself, the crossover event, and all the other shows. And basically the reason why the shows are doing what they're doing is because of The Flash. They are all going to be feeding into the same timeline. We have characters leaving other shows such as Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl, and they're going to be going over to The Flash. The Flash is going over to them, vice versa. Now, I've already said so once, I'm going to say so again. Obviously, Cisco Ramon is a billionaire. The new timeline that Barry has created is not going to last very long, but it will be showing the Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne, in his original pure form, trying to sort of kind of help Barry in a villainous kind of way because you have changed the timeline. You are the new enemy. We have a new speedster, obviously, because obviously the Flash universe is full of speedsters. Flash is not the only one. He just so happens to be the fastest one. The one that creates timelines, the one who creates a solution to every problem. We have Kid Flash. He is Wally West. So the Flash is going to be changing the game for all 4 shows. All the writers are working together, and everything is going to be mashing up together, creating where there's going to be a huge celebration of the Arrow's 100th episode, a 4-show clash mashup for all the superheroes. I'm extremely excited about all of it. I want to see how Mon-El turns out in Supergirl. I want to see how the ending of the flashbacks for Arrows occurs, because he's going to don the long hair that you saw in the pilot of the first season of Arrow. Everything is going to be coming together with all these new seasons, all premiering in October on the CW. Once again, my name is Cody Hasselbring in partnership with Yang Motion Pictures. Please keep it here on Hero Times, and we will be giving you the newest updates on all 4 shows as they come. Thank you very much for watching, and please give us some love on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.